Almost 800 million people in the world are illiterate, meaning they cannot read and write. Most are in developing countries, and more than 65% of them are female. A former official with the Microsoft company is helping to lower those numbers. John Wood has opened 1,650 schools and 15,000 libraries in some of the world's poorest communities. Avi Arditti has more on the man and his campaign, Room to Read.
The thing I learned at Microsoft was that bold goals attract bold people. From the very beginning, I said Room to Read's goal was to reach at least 10 million children around the world in the poorest countries.
That is former Microsoft executive John Wood. In 1998, while he was still with Microsoft, Mr. Wood went on a 3-week walking trip in Nepal. While there, the businessman met a man who led a school in a mountain village. The man asked him to visit the school. John Wood said the experience changed his life.
This headmaster had 450 students at the school, but he didn't have any books. He had a library that was completely empty.
Mr. Wood promised to fill the library. 1 year later, he returned to the village with a team of yaks, carrying bags filled with books, 3,000 of them. But that was just the start. John Wood retired from Microsoft and used some of his wealth to start Room to Read. The not-for-profit organization is based on the belief that world change begins with educated children. Today, the group operates in 10 countries across Africa and Asia.
It's amazing what we've accomplished. We've built a world-class organization that's really a thought leader on solutions for education in the developing world.
That is Erin Ganju, co-founder and chief executive of Room to Read. She says world literacy is the group's first goal, but she says equality of the sexes is just as important. Ms. Ganju says Room to Read pays for a long-term girls' education program to help girls empower themselves.
It really focuses on not only keeping girls in school longer through the end of secondary school, but it helps them support them holistically. We bring female mentors into the communities that act as role models for the girls, and we provide them with life skills workshops after school where they learn critical skills such as goal setting, leadership skills, problem solving, and they really become different.
John Wood says local involvement is needed for the program to be successful. Room to Read donates money and provides books. But communities donate land, parents help build the schools, and ministries of education agree to pay teachers and librarians. Room to Read has also set up local printing plants that produce children's books. Local writers write the books. Local artists draw the pictures for them. John Wood says Room to Read will have published 1,000 books in over 20 languages by the end of this year.
I often joke that Room to Read is the biggest children's publisher you've never heard of, because your kids probably are not reading in the languages that we're publishing in, but those children in Vietnam, Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, South Africa, they deserve to have books in their mother tongue, just as kids here in America do.
Agnes is a Room to Read teacher in Zambia who also runs a library.
I'm very proud because I've seen that the literacy level of reading at this school, even in my class, it has really improved. It has really improved. I'm happy for that, and that's why I can't let it go. I have to work hard and make sure that every people benefit from the library.
John Wood says that Room to Read faces huge demand.
So what drives me is really the idea of our strong local teams at Room to Read saying yes. Yes to your community having literacy programs. Yes to your girls being empowered by education. Yes to every child having a place in a school that's well run and that has really good teachers. And I'm not going to give up on that goal.
Room to Read is expected to reach 10 million children by 2015. That is 5 years earlier than John Wood promised. I'm Avi Arditti.